Hey guys, so just walking my dog and settling into home life now, but reflecting on my time away from home. And I've come up with some random things that I think should help you when you plan your travels. So in no particular order, street food in Asia has to be done. 9 times out of 10 it's delicious. I unfortunately got food poisoning on my last day in Thailand, so I had to fly home with the shits, which was just very it wasn't the best. Not a great time, to say the least. But yeah, that was because I had a bit of gone off chicken, I think. But yeah, normally street food is really good. It's also just, it saves you so much more money as well. For example, in Thailand, you could probably get some bit of chicken and rice for approximately, say, 60 baht. Whereas if you were to go to a restaurant, that would probably cost you anywhere between, it would just go up from 150 baht really to maybe 250, maybe even 350. So yeah, if you're on a budget, certainly recommend street food, and just for the taste, it's good. Also, when you're in Asia, just if you're going out for the day anywhere, in your day backpack, just put a toilet roll in there, because you never know. Some of these places just don't have toilet paper, so it's always best just to have it on you just in case. And actually, one thing that I soon noticed when I got there was because the sewage system isn't as developed as Western countries, when you actually go to the toilet, you're not allowed to put toilet paper down the toilet. They actually have a bin, so you fold up the paper and put it in the bin, as opposed to flushing it.
Good boy.
So Benson, my dog, definitely walks me. I don't walk him. He's so bloody strong. Nearly pulls my arm out my socket each time, but I've missed this little one, so it's fine by me. What else have I learned? Australia, for me, was a lot more difficult finding the job than I thought it would be. I've had loads of different jobs back home, various experience, and I like to think I can type up a good resume, but you have Seek out there and Gumtree, which I recommend. But with no exaggeration at all, I must have applied for over 300 jobs on Seek, and I've never heard back once. There are a few other websites. I'll list them all in the description below. But you really just got to hassle, get yourself out there and hand your CVs out. I was lucky that a friend of mine in the hostel was, his company in construction was looking for an extra worker. I didn't have any experience really, to be honest, but I just went down there, blagged it, said that, my stepdad's a builder and I help him out. He was like, okay, yeah, great. Worked there for 4 weeks, then got a job in removals just for a couple of weeks. And then obviously I worked on a farm, which I saw on Facebook. You can join a load of different Facebook groups, and they're definitely worth joining. I'll list them for you as well. Sorry, I just have to say that the weather in the UK is so nice at the moment. Come back and I brought the sun with me. It's going to be up to 30 degrees over the next couple of days, so it feels like I've never actually left my travels, which is great. Keep topping up the tan. Okay, so if I had to choose a favourite place from my travels, it would be Fremantle. I would definitely recommend you to go there. I spent 3 months living there, and like anywhere really, it depends on the people you meet. You know, the people really make it, but I met a really great crowd there. Obviously did the road trip with a few of those guys. You can see those vlogs on my channel. But Fremantle, it's just got everything. It's a city, but it's not too big. But you've got Perth, obviously big city, 20 minutes on the train away. In Fremantle you've got some really nice beaches as well. You've got national parks, which are just a short drive away. It's got plenty of culture in the city. You know, there's a nice food market there. There's always live music playing. I'm not really a coffee fan, but people have told me it's great for coffee. Yeah, so just check out Fremantle. If you're going to Perth, then you just have to see Fremantle. The highlights of my trip definitely have to be swimming with whale sharks in Exmouth, which is in Western Australia. Just an unforgettable experience, something that I wanted to do for ages. Again, I made a video on it, so check it out on my channel. But yeah, it's slightly expensive. You can do it for cheaper in places like the Philippines, but it's not ethical there. They feed them and people climb all over these whale sharks. It's just not good at all. But yeah, in Exmouth it's sort of more eco-friendly. So yeah, that's number one. Then I would say the Whitsundays, just such a beautiful place. The Whitehaven Beach, just so pretty, and just being on the boat as well, just such a good experience. Looking up at the stars, I won't be in a hurry to forget that, that's for sure. Furthermore, Karijini National Park was just absolutely unbelievable. I thought Kalbarri was good, and then I went to Karijini. It's just on a complete different level. As you're driving into the national park, you feel like it's just a setting from a movie, or it looks like another world. It looks like a place on Mars. Just the landscape there is beautiful, and then you've got all the different sights you can see there, different gorges, the different hikes. Yeah, again, if you're on the west coast, you have to go to Karijini. Also, I really enjoyed Bali actually. Not so much Kuta, didn't stay there for long, but it's a place called Ubud. You've got the monkey forest there, you can go white water rafting there. It's just, again, just a really nice place, really good vibe, chilled out. Plenty to do there. Drank the world's most expensive coffee there. And yeah, again, the Gili Islands were really good, so I have a good fond memory of Bali, that's right up there. And of course, how could I forget Sapa? Sapa is in North Vietnam. I very nearly didn't go there because the guy just said, you know, it's very touristy. But I did go there. It wasn't too bad with tourists. I think it's my favourite place in the world that I've seen so far. Just complete natural beauty. And the mountains are incredibly high there. Again, like Karijini, just feels like a different world. You feel like you're stepping back in time when you're there. The locals just walk for hours and hours and hours each day. They work so hard, but that's all they know. That's all they're used to, so they don't even complain. So yeah, if you're going to Vietnam, check out Sapa for sure. You can either hike around it or you can rent out a motorbike. It's up to you. Yeah, another bit of advice. When in Thailand, in certain places you have tuk-tuks, and tuk-tuks will sometimes they'll just be passing by you, other times they're parked up, and these guys will try and rip you off big time. They'll say, oh, 40 baht, 40 baht, just to take you to like all around Bangkok to all the different temples, really cheap. And straight away I was like, no, this is a con, like why is it so cheap? There must be some sort of trick to it. And then he said, and then after I take you to floating market, and then that's when you realise it's definitely a con, because I'm like, what if I don't want to go to floating market? He's like, well, you have to come to floating market, otherwise I don't take you. So I'm like, okay, I won't go with you, because if they take you to floating market, then you have to get on a boat there, and that, he said, will cost you 600 baht, and then they take a cut from that, and that's how they take your money. And also they'll take you around to different souvenir shops, jewellery shops. Again, if you buy anything, then they make a cut from that. At the end of the day, they're just trying to make their living, but just get a taxi, it's cheaper. Now, I know a lot of you are going to be very nervous before you set off on your travels, and that's only normal. I think everybody sets off, especially on their own. And I mean, I take my hat off. Like, I met plenty of female solo travellers, and you know, that does take some guts, so fair play. But yeah, nerves is only normal. You really, honestly, no matter what situation you're in, there's just a solution to everything. Just don't panic. You know, I broke down several times in the middle of nowhere with my car, literally in the middle of the desert. Still managed to come out okay. When you turn up to a new country, it is very daunting, especially if you turn up to a place like Sydney, where the city's really big. Some days you'll be in a hostel and you'll be finding it hard to integrate with a group, but you just keep on moving and you will meet people. You will find it hard if you don't put yourself out there. You do have to strike up conversations with people, but just remember, when you are travelling, it's easy to talk to people because you're all in the same boat. You're all there for the same reason. You're like-minded. You know, it's not like university as such, where there's loads of different personalities. Yeah, you are similar people, and you'll meet so many great people from all over the world. It really is the best thing of travelling, in my opinion, just the people you meet. So I will do more details, I will do more videos with more in-depth information, but I know something you all want to know is how much money should I take with me travelling, or more precisely, how much money should I take with me to Australia. Well, Australia, it recommends that you take, I think it's in between 3,000 and 4,000 Australian dollars with you minimum, just because, you know, if you struggle to find a job, that money will keep you tied over for a little bit. I in fact took a fair bit more than that. I saved up for a year, I worked extremely hard, didn't go out. I saved £7,000, but that is, you know, it's not an unrealistic amount to save. You can do it. Honestly, you can. It might take a bit longer. You might be able to save up more, but just keep working away. And then, but yeah, the minimum they suggest is $3,500. But I'd suggest trying to take a bit more if you could, because Australia, it is expensive, but when you do get a job, the pay is very good. So it all evens itself out. But guys, I'd really like to help you out. Please post any questions that you have, and I'll do my best to answer them for you. I also want to say thank you to my 56 subscribers. I know it's not a lot, but for those of you that have subscribed and you're watching my videos, then I do really appreciate it. I'm hoping I can get more subscribers so I can help more people out. That's a passion of mine, just to, you know, help you out as much as I can. So the main things I missed from home while I was away. Obviously I missed all my family and friends. Second to that, I missed prawn cocktail crisps. I think they do sell them the odd sort of quirky place in Australia, but really I couldn't find them, and I was really craving prawn cocktail crisps. The crisps in there, the crisps over there aren't as great. Also, the chocolate is disappointing because I think they add an extra preservative or something because it's so hot over there, and the chocolate just tastes different. Again, you can get UK chocolate, but it's more expensive. But yeah, really miss the prawn cocktail crisps, chocolate, and then of course my local Chinese, and then a roast dinners as well. Nothing beats a roast dinner on a Sunday night.